And it's now time for League Baseball, Weimar versus Serbin, being played here in LaGrange at the fairgrounds. And standing by is Gary Dushek.
Well, thank you, Mike, and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Belco Cater Field out here at the Fayette County Fairgrounds as we wrap up the 2025 Community League season, the championship game. Weimar Vets, the visiting team, taking on the defending champion, the Serbin Jackrabbits, in a matchup that occurred in the championship game a couple of times. But this is, again, now the Serbin has dominated this year. They are undefeated on the year. Weimar's 4-5, but they picked up a win last week, come from behind over New Ulm 9-6, and Serbin shutting out Flatonia last week in a 7-inning game by a score of 10-0. So these two meet again here today. We have a 4-man umpire crew today. It's a one-game winner-take-all championship game here this afternoon here at the fairgrounds, and it is up in the upper 90s, but we got a little bit of a breeze blowing out toward left field, which was pretty nice being on the field a while ago, and we'll see how long that lasts. And I guess from looking at the flag, that would probably be a south wind blowing just up here. I get mixed up with the directions up here at the fairground. I think that's a south wind blowing, and it'll blow out a little bit toward left field. And looks like Serbin's about ready to take the field, so they're not going to mess around here at all. The batting order for Weimar will be Carson Peschel leading it off, the center fielder. Batting second, Mark Rivigila, the left fielder. Kyle Peschel bats third and will play first base. I would assume that's probably catching. Yeah, they got that. He'll be catching. Cole Raspberry will bat fourth and play shortstop. Kyle Bavecius, they are playing the national anthem. So we'll take a break and be back.
Get fiber-fast internet with multi-gig speeds delivered right to your doorstep. Colorado Valley Communications has expanded its fiber service to the LaGrange, Schulenburg, Fayetteville, Weimar, Ellinger, and Round Top communities. With speeds of up to 5 gigabits, you'll enjoy super-fast connections for gaming, streaming, and working from home on all your devices. Elevate your online experience with multi-gig internet service from Colorado Valley Communications, where smart households turn for faster connections. Visit cvctx.com/sign up to check availability.
Trelleborg Sealing Solutions Giddings specializes in the custom machining of leading-edge engineered plastics, elastomers, and light metal components. TSS Giddings is located on Lee County Road 213 and has been in business for over 30 years, producing high-quality products for domestic and international customers. Trelleborg Sealing Solutions Giddings is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Call Ken Crom Insurance, 725-9564. The Ewens and Ducicella Clinic at 402 Ewens Drive in Weimar emphasizes quality health care with an excellent staff and board-certified physicians. To make an appointment, call 725-8545. The clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. For additional information, visit ydclinic.com. Dr. Jorge Ducicella, Dr. Olga Ducicella, Dr. Rob Parrish, Dr. Leah McKeskey, PA Abigail Adamson, and the entire staff are happy to be a part of this broadcast.
And this is KBUK LaGrange.
All right, welcome back. Let's go through this batting order for Weimar once again. It'll be Carson Peschel leading it off in center field. Mark Rivigila will bat second and play left. Kyle Peschel batting third. He's catching. Cole Raspberry batting fourth to shortstop. Kyle Barish is playing right field. He's batting fifth. Brady Hinkie will play second base and bat sixth. Ryan Rarick, third base, batting seventh. Trevor Brown will be the DH today, and batting ninth will be first baseman Weston Pavlik. On the mound for Weimar today will be Shane Connell. And on the mound for the Jackrabbits will be Chance Norman. We saw him last week here in the ball game against Flatonia, pitching 5 of the 7 innings. They were shutout innings. And his defense will have, again, Norman on the mound, catching for the Jackrabbits. Caden Hall. At first base will be Mason Becker. The shortstop is Chase Oatman. Batting and playing third base will be Garrison Weiss. The outfield for Serbin. The left fielder is Chase Wheaton. In center, Holden Yotzlaw. And the right fielder, Dakota Kaufman. Mike Bubba O'Reilly.
Where's Nappy?
In the Jackrabbits, 9-0. Of course, they were credited, I guess, with the coin toss win over Weimar to determine the playoff seeding. So, but they have not lost, and Weimar's 4-5. And unofficial, they lost that coin toss. So here we go, championship on the line. Here's Carson Peschel. First pitch from Norman is inside for ball 1. Behind the plate today, Peyton Oatman. At first base is Garrett Johnston. At second base is Greg Oatman. And there's a pitch in there for a strike. Let me just do that again. We have Peyton Oatman behind the plate, Arthur Delgado at first, Greg Oatman at second, and Garrett Johnston is at third. And the next pitch is a breaking ball, and that hits Peschel, and he'll be on with a hit by pitch, and we got a timeout here. What we got? Oh yeah. So a runner on for Weimar, and that's going to bring up Mark Rivila, the left fielder. He'll be followed by Kyle Peschel, the catcher. So runner on for Weimar, nobody out. Pretty good lead by Carson Peschel, and the stretching pitch from Norman's a Hall strike. Sun's an issue this time of the day for the center fielder especially. There's a swing and a foul back by Rivila, and it is a 2-strike count on him. Just started here in the top of the first. Norman stretches the pitch to the plate. That fastball is wide, and also above the letters, and it's 1-2. Up next for the Vets will be Kyle Peschel here in the top of the first. Stretching pitch is a curveball, and boy, he got him swinging, tied him up inside. That ball right under his hands, and that's a strikeout for Norman, and there's one away. It's a very good pitch. Here's Kyle Peschel, the catcher. Stretch from Norman, and that pitch comes in a little bit low for ball. They played Peschel around toward left center. He's a right-handed batter. Yotzlaw in center, a little bit toward left center. Stretching pitch, and there's a roller foul off the end of the bat toward the first base dugout is where Weimar is occupied. Both of these teams similar color schemes with the colors, and both of them wearing a bit of a rainbow-style uniform. The biggest difference, Weimar's got blue numbers, and the Jackrabbits have red. Runner on, stretching pitch is a pop-up on the infield out towards second. That's going to be an easy one for Coulter Zote. Fighting the sun a little bit, and there's 2 away. Here's Cole Raspberry, the shortstop. And the left-handed batter, runner at first, 2 outs. Stretch from Norman, and fastball came up and in on him, tied him up, a little bit of a half swing, and it was 1 strike. The 0-1's a curve. That's in there for a strike from the left-hander to the left-handed batter, and it's 0-2. So 2 pitches fouled off. Carson Peschel at first, hit by a pitch, still there with 2 outs. Stretch and pitch, and that's going to be a strike 3 call at the knees, and Raspberry didn't care for that one too much, and that will do it here for the Vets in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, a runner left. Half an inning, Weimar nothing. Jackrabbits are coming to bat. More from the fairgrounds after this here on KVLG.
The First
KBUK.
National Bank of Giddings is a hometown full-service bank located at 108 North Austin Street. They offer consumer and commercial loans. That includes home loans and farm and ranch financing. Let the experienced lenders help you navigate through the process. Call First National Bank of Giddings at 979-542-1200. Member FDIC, and equal housing lender. The First National Bank of Giddings supports the Serbin Jackrabbits, and they're happy to be a part of today's broadcast. Tri-County Realty LLC serves Colorado, Fayette, and Lavaca counties. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, you need to call the Weimar office at 725-6006 or the Schulenburg office at 743-2159. For listings, visit their website, tricountyrealestate.com. Whether it's residential, commercial, farm, or ranch property, Tri-County Realty can guide you through the process. Tri-County Realty LLC is happy to be a part of today's broadcast.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at Weimar defensively. On the mound this afternoon is Shane Connell. He's a big right-hander. Behind the plate, they've got Kyle Peschel. At first base is Weston Pavlik. Second baseman, Brady Hinkey. At third will be Ryan Rarick. The shortstop, Cole Raspberry. And in the outfield, the left fielder is Mark Revila. In center field is Carson Peschel. And in right, Kyle Barish. First 3 batters for the Jackrabbits, Yatzlaw, Zoke, and Becker. Weimar getting a base runner in the top of the inning, but that was as far as that went. As Connell finishing up his warm-up pitches here. Going back to 2009, just to throw this out there, the Jackrabbits have won the championship in 2009. They also won it in, 19, 22, and 24. Weimar won it in 2018. At least that's according to the official trophy that I have here. The LaGrange Demons won it 2 years in a row in 2011 and 2012, and in 13 and 14, so 4 years. Then you got the Winchester Rifles coming out of the woodwork in 2015 to win. Well, maybe so. Fayetteville Water Dogs won it in 2010. This can't get any good help up here. These leading off, we got Holden Yatzlaw starting it off, the center fielder. Stretch and pitch from Cannell is swung on and fouled out of play. Yatzlaw, Coulter Zoke, and Mason Becker here for Serbin. It's a swing and a foul in and out of the mitt of Peschel, the catcher. So the Demons won the league in 2011, 2012, 2013, and 14, and again in 17 and 16. All right, the pitch in to Yatzlaw, misses for ball. One-two pitch is a little soft liner. One hops to short. Raspberry up with it over the first, and that's not going to be in time, and it pulled Pavlik off the bag, and Serbin's got a base runner here to start the inning. All right, here's Coulter's Oak stepping up. So y'all saw it first and nobody out. Cannell will work out of the stretch. Obviously holding the runner at first. Stretch and pitch, and there's a pitch on the outside corner above the knees for a strike here to Coulter's Oak. Ryan Rurick at third base is on the grass as the Jackrabbits bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Cannell will fire to first. Good move, and they picked him off. Well, that was a quick move to first by Cannell with Pavlik putting the tag, and Yaslav picked off for first. So there's one away, and Zoe still at the count at the plate. Pitch into Zoe. It's up and in for ball. Cannell ready, and another fastball is high to Zoe. 2-1 count to Coulter's Oak. Mason Becker's next. Right, Cannell ready, and good fastball there, but it's up and in on him for ball. With a swing and a foul by Zoke. So all right. Stretch and pitch, swinging a foul out of play off the first base side by Zoke to get on the mound. He is, I think I said, it's Shane Carell is pitching. Step off, and Zoke will step out of the box part way for a moment. Now everybody's back ready to go. There's one out here in the inning. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch, swung on and missed, and that's a strikeout, and Zoke retired for the second out of the inning. All right, here's Mason Becker. Another one of the more experienced players. Two outs, and there's a fastball. He gets by him around the letter, swung on and missed for a strike. Yaslaw open with an infield hit, was picked off. Now Zoke has struck out, and the 0-1, a good slider, a breaking ball, and Becker swings and misses at that, and it's 0-2. Fastball, call strike three at the letters, and that will do it here for Serbin. A couple of strikeouts for Carell. No runs hit, no errors, nobody left. We played one no score here at the Fairgrounds Ballpark in the championship game between Weimar and Serbin. We'll be back here right after this.
Cybro Door and Weather Strip Company in Weimar has been family owned and operated since 1979. The company provides beautiful custom residential front doors. They're also a leader in residential and commercial weather stripping. Cybro is located at 405 South Eagle in Weimar. Visit their website for all of their services. CybroDoor.com. Call them at 725-8551 or 1-800 888-345-2791. Cybro Door and Weather Strip Company supports Weimar Athletics.
When you're hungry, you can't go wrong if you stop at Outlaws Barbecue in Giddings, Texas. Outlaws' mission is to create the ultimate barbecue dining experience. Brisket, ribs, pork, turkey, sausage, chicken, sandwiches, stuffed taters, and even dessert. Indoor and outdoor dining, along with takeout. Student and teacher specials, open Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. or until all sold out. Better get there early before it's all gone. Go by and see them at 1380 North Main Street or call Shane at 979-540-0712 for all of your barbecue and catering needs. That's Outlaws Barbecue in Giddings.
All right, coming up here in the top of the second, Weimar will send up Barish, Hinkie, and Rarick. Facing Chance Norman. Hit a batter and then struck out 2 out of the next 3 to get out of that inning. Kyle Barish steps up, takes one in there for a strike. Right fielder for Weimar today. The 0-1. Another one comes in there. That's a little bit low, though, for ball, and it's 1-1. Norman ready to 1-1. So a fly ball toward left. Not deep, a lazy fly ball out to Chase Wheaton, and there's one away here for the Bets in the second. Here's Brady Hinkie, the second baseman. Former Wildcat. Right-hand batter. First pitch from Norman. It's off the plate outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch misses down. Breaking ball, and it's 2-0. Pitch to Hinkie. There's a fastball that catches the inside corner for a strike. Infielders are deep all the way around. The pitch to Hinkie's waves and misses at a pitch that was up and away from him. And it's 2-2. Two pitch. That one sails way outside for ball. So full count here to Brady Hinkie with Ryan Rarick up next for the Vets. And there's a ball hit on the line, not real hard, but right at the shortstop for the Jackrabbits, Chase Oatman, and there's 2 gone. Ryan Rarick, the third baseman, will step in. Rarick batting in the 7 spot. First pitch from Norman. He swings through that one for strike 1. The 0-1. Swinging a ball flipped out toward right. That's going to drop in. The throw to first is going to be late by the Serbin right fielder, Dakota Kaufman. So a 2-out hit by Ryan Rarick to the opposite field. Weimar's got their first hit. Bring up Trevor Brown, the designated hitter. Again, Holden Yoslaw trying to shade his eyes as much as he can in center. The first pitch into Brown is low and inside for ball. Rarick at first with 2 gone. Norman stretches in the pitch, swing and a miss. As Brown chased one off the plate a little bit from him. And it's 1-1. Weston Pavlik is the next batter for the Vets. 2 outs with a runner at first. Fastball catches the outside corner for a called strike, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch, sails high and away. Brown now with a 2-2 count. Eric being held at first by Mason Becker. Not a big lead over there. And the pitch to the plate, that's high and outside. And that'll fill up the count. Breaking ball that didn't break much. Eric ought to be on the move here. 3-2 and 2 outs. There he goes, and the pitch is a breaking pitch inside for ball, and the inning continues as Brown will trot down to first with a walk. Eric down to second, and it'll bring up Weston Pavlik, the first baseman. They call him Big Mo. And it's a big swing and a miss for a strike. Two on for Weimar, 2 away, batting here in the top of the second inning. There's a good one right through there, down the middle for a call strike, and it's 0-2 to Pavlik. Top of the order, Carson Peschel is on deck. And not holding either runner, the 0-2 swinging foul back. It's Pavlik hangs in there. All right, Norman has his sign from Hall. Now he's ready. And the pitch into Pavlik swing. He got just a piece of that one and fouled it off. Pitch was off the plate. Decent crowd today here at the fairgrounds. The smart ones are sitting underneath the cover. Pitch into Pavlik. Lays off the low pitch there for ball. Eric at second, Brown at first. Norman ready in the pitch. Another one misses down low and away for ball. Probably laying off some close pitches. 2-2. Norman ready, and the pitch swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him on the inside corner, and that will do it. And Weimar will strand a couple of runners here in the second inning. That's 3 strikeouts for Norman. No runs a hit, no errors, 2 left. Going to the bottom of the second, scoreless early here between Weimar and Serbin. The Community League Championship game. We'll be back right after this.
Insurance and retirement needs change while you're busy making plans. Be prepared for whatever lies ahead. Call Larry Bear Kanya to discuss how life insurance and retirement planning with Knights of Columbus can help protect your family's future. To contact Bear Kanya, call 979-877-5589 or 979-968-9800. Life insurance and retirement plans. Protect the ones you love. Bear Kanya says one of the safest places to invest your money for retirement is annuities. And he says now there are new rates available on annuities. The Lee County Sheriff's Posse congratulates the Serbin Jackrabbits and wish them good luck in today's championship game. The Lee County Sheriff's Posse hosts 2 of the largest events in Central Texas, the Posse's Ram Rodeo in April, and then in July, Fury on the 4th, bull riding and bullfighting. Both events feature some of the top cowboys and cowgirls in Texas and the USA. The Lee County Sheriff's Posse, they're happy to be a part of tonight's Community League Championship game, and again, good luck to the Jackrabbits.
All right, bottom of the second for the Jackrabbits, Wheaton, Oatman, and Kaufman. Facing Shane Carell, who had a good first inning, gave up a hit, picked off the batter, and then struck the next two guys out. Hats off to the excellent, well-paid ground crew here from the Fairgrounds ball. Well, the field's in tip-top shape, the LaGrange Baseball Association. Wasn't for them, this ballpark wouldn't look like this. All right, here's Chase Wheaton, takes a strike from Carell, and it's 0-1. Good hitter here for Serbin. Squares around and tries to bunt one and fouled it off. Picked up in foul territory by Kyle Pescia, who'll throw to first anyway, but it was a foul ball. And it's 2 strikes here to Wheaton. Swinging the ball head out toward right in the air, coming on. It's going to drop. It'll fall in front of Kyle Barish, and 0-2 count, and Wheaton reaches on a base hit to right field. Serbin's second hit, and here is Chase Oatman, the shortstop. So Carell ready, stretching pitch, fastball is wide for ball. Weimar's 3 outfielders about as straight away as you can be. The 1-0 is popped up on the infield. Second baseman Brady Hinkey fighting the sun a little bit, comes in a couple of steps and hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Wheaton still at first with 1 out. Here's Dakota Kaufman, the right fielder. Pavlik holding Wheaton at first, and he'll quick throw over, but only a couple of steps off the bag. Stretching first pitch into Kaufman's high. Fastball misses for ball 1. Had a big lead. The stretching pitch, swinging a lifted foul out of play off the first base side, and Kaufman with a 1-1 count. St. Michael's Harvest Feast going on in Weimar today, and what I understand, there may be some gentlemen in the refreshment stand may be listening. The 1-1. Fastball there at the knees for a call strike. Wheaton at first with the leadoff hit. Here's a swing and the ball lifted well foul down the right field side. One and two, a little dribble up the third baseline. That'll be foul. Foul lines up first to third. It is grass, which makes it a little easier to bunt the ball, I would think. Right, Carell ready to stretch and pitch upstairs with the fastball to Dakota Kaufman. 2-2 to him. Caden Hall, the catcher's next, and then Ty Casper, the DH. There's a ball hit, kind of a late swing there by Kaufman off the end of the bat and shoots one foul outside of first. More or less protective there with the 2 strikes. He's going, and the pitch in is inside the Kaufman. The throw down by Pesha is going to be late, a little bit on the shortstop side of second. Stolen base for Chase Wheaton. So a full count now to Kaufman. Scoreless game. Jackrabbits batting here in the bottom half of the second. Terrell checks the runner behind him to pitch into Kaufman. He lifts a pop-up foul side toward the first base dugout. Pavlik giving chase, and he won't get to it. He's fighting the sun a little bit, too. Then he got a little close to the fence line there. Yeah, that'll generally make you get a little skittish there. The dugout poles aren't exactly small either. Our runner still at second. Full count here to Dakota Kaufman. Good at bat for him. A lot of pitches. Here it comes, and he swings and got a piece of that one that was down around his ankles, it looked like. All right, Carell checks the runner to pitch to Kaufman. Swinging another one, fouled back out of play. Kaufman putting up a fight here against Shane Carell. All right, 3-2 coming again. It's Wheaton at second. Swinging. Foul straight back. Okay, it's 3-2. That's got to be at least 8 or 9, maybe 9, 10 pitches already. All right. Carell ready. 3-2 again to Kaufman, and there's a ball hit off the end of the bat towards second. Hinkie will charge, get it over the first, and there's the out there. And after all that, Carell wins that battle with a ground ball by Kaufman to second, and on the play, Wheaton to third. And there are 2 outs for Caden Hall, the catcher. Carell come to stretch, pitch to Hall, right in there for a call strike. Fastball. The 0-1. Breaking pitch, that's in there for a strike, right at the knees, and it's 0-2. Two pitch, swinging a fouled off the end of the bat, and again another defensive swing there with 2 strikes. Serbin hitters are making him throw a lot of pitches here early. Oh, 2, that bounced in there, and a good block there by Weimar catcher Kyle Peschel. Kept it out in front of the plate. 90 degrees right now here in LaGrange. Another one bounced in there, and Peschel blocked that. Hitting at third, 2 away. The pitch way wide. Another good save there by Kyle Peschel. All right, 3-2. Here it comes to Hall, and he bounces one to third. Rarick up with it. Right over the first, right on target to Pavlik, and the leadoff batter for Serbin gets stranded at third base as Carell retires the next 3. No runs a hit, no errors, a runner left. We're through 2. No score between Weimar and Serbin here at the Fairgrounds Ballpark in LaGrange on KBUK. We'll be back.
For over 80 years now, the Cavender Auto family has kept Texans on the road, and today's no different. With one click to CavenderAutoCountry.com, shop 4 Cavender dealerships, including Cavender Ford, Cavender Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, and Cavender Polaris in Columbus, and Cavender Chevrolet Buick GMC in Weimar. One click, 4 dealerships at CavenderAutoCountry.com, making confidence happen right here at home.
At Hill Bank and Trust Company, we're Weimar proud, and we wish the best of luck today to the Weimar vets. This is Peggy Ginther. At Hill Bank, we take pride in getting to know our customers and providing truly personalized service. We offer checking accounts with debit cards and internet banking, remote deposit, auto and personal loans, rural real estate, and home loans. We want you to come see us at 201 East Main Street in Weimar, Texas. Let's visit and find out what we can do to help serve your banking needs. Hill Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Proud supporters of our community.
All righty, welcome back to the Fairgrounds. We go to the 3rd inning. The vets will send up the top of the order. It's going to be Peschel, Rivila, and Peschel. Facing Chance Norman, who has given up 1 hit. Got 3 strikeouts. Norman finishing his warm-up pitches. There's Hall's throw down to second. And Serbin trying to go back-to-back as champions. No, there was no season in 2020 because nobody had a season in 2020 with COVID. All right, here's Carson Peschel. Slow curveball from the left-hander against the left-handed hitter. Drops in there for a strike. So Serbin's won 3 out of the last 4 championships. Another curveball is lifted in the air to right, coming on in there, and plenty of time to make the play is Dakota Kaufman, and there's 1 away. Mark Rivila, the left fielder, stepping in. First pitch into him is wide and outside for ball. He struck out swinging in the first inning. Norman quickly works it. Curveball. Got the backdoor curveball there, call for a strike. The 1-1. Breaking pitches on the inside corner at the knees, and he didn't like that one either. So 1-2 to Mark Rivila. Norman ready. Breaking ball. That just missed. For ball, and it's 1-2. One, two, curve again. That's going to be strike 3 call. That was the best one of the bunch right there, and there's 2 away. As Rivila caught looking, he's gone down on strikes twice. And here's Kyle Peschel, the catcher, who popped to second to Coulter Zoke in the first inning. All right, Norman's first pitch to Peschel. Breaking ball there, misses low and in. One hit for the Vets so far today. The 1-0. Curveball got the inside corner there for a call strike. One and one, Norman ready to go quickly again. That one got away from him, went behind Peschel back to the backstop. So a 2-1 count. Cole Raspberry waits on deck. Norman out of the windup with 2 outs, pitching to Peschel. Curveball, that's in there for a strike call. 2-2. Garrison Weiss at third behind the bag. There's a swing and a miss at that slow curveball, and that's strike 3. Had him way out in front of that one. A very quiet inning for Weimar as Norman picks up a couple of more strikeouts in this inning. He's retired the last 4, and he now has 5 strikeouts. So 3 up and 3 down for the Vets. As we'll move on to the bottom of the third, still a scoreless ball game between the Jackrabbits and the Vets here in the championship game. We'll have more baseball for you after this.
For over 70 years and 3 generations, Peschel Tree Service with Wayne Peschel, Kyle Peschel, and Carson Peschel has served the Belleville and surrounding area. They specialize in trees and only trees. They're insured, family operated, and of course locally owned. They do cutting, pruning, and removing. They have a bucket truck and a chipper, and they do stump grinding. Call 979-865-9647 or 979-885-8105. Peschel Tree Service, serving Belleville and the surrounding area, and they're happy to be a part of today's broadcast.
Get fiber fast internet with multi-gig speeds delivered right to your doorstep. Colorado Valley Communications has expanded its fiber service to the LaGrange, Schulenburg, Fayetteville, Weimar, Ellinger, and Round Top communities. With speeds of up to 5 gigabits, you'll enjoy super fast connections for gaming, streaming, and working from home on all your devices. Elevate your online experience with multi-gig internet service from Colorado Valley Communications, where smart households turn for faster connections. Visit cvctx.com/sign up to check availability.
All right, in the bottom of the third inning for the Jackrabbits, it'll be Casper, Weiss, and then back to the top of the order for Holden Yachtslaw. As Shane Carell, Weimar starting pitcher, back out there, has given up a couple of hits. Struck out 2. Serbin's had the best scoring threat. They had a runner at third in the last inning and didn't score. Weimar's had Ryan Rarick reach second in the second inning. That's the only base runners so far that have gotten in the scoring position. Garrison Weiss, the third baseman. Excuse me, this is Ty Casper, the DH, the 8 batter. Weiss will be next. Carell ready, and the fastball is going to be wide, a little off the plate for ball. The 1-0, down low and away in the dirt from Casper, and he gets ahead. 2 balls, no strikes. The DH today for the Jackrabbits. Another one that misses just a little off the plate outside for ball. So 3-0 here to Casper. All right, the 3-0, fastball pumped in there for a call strike. All right, Weiss back in there, pitch in from Carell. That's a strike call. And now he's come back to fill up the count, 3-2. Real not wasting any time. 3-2 pitch. Inside pitch is hit off the hands toward third. Charging is Rarick. Makes a low throw. And they got the put out as the ball pops out of Pavlik's mitt, but he picked it up just in time as Casper went by for the out. So one away. And here's Garrison Weiss, the third baseman. Squares around, but takes it for a strike. The 0-1 curveball is lifted in the air towards center, moving over a bit. Under it is Carson Pesha, hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Another lazy fly ball. 5 in a row now retired by Carell, and back to the top of the order for Holden Yachtslaw. Opened the game with a base hit and was then picked off. Left-handed hitter, and he takes one on the inside corner under his hands for a strike. Astros won today, but so did the Mariners, so it's still a half a game lead for Houston. The 0-1, and misses low and in for ball, and it's 1-1. One pitch. Popped up on the infield to third base side. Ryan Rarick still backs up onto the grass, hauls it in, and another real quiet inning here for Serbin as they go 3 up and 3 down. As Carell has retired 6 in a row, we are through 3 innings here of this championship game. We're still scoreless. Nothing for Weimar, nothing for Serbin. We'll be back to the Fairgrounds Ballpark on KVUK in a moment.
Trelleborg Sealing Solutions Giddings specializes in the custom machining of leading-edge engineered plastics, elastomers, and light metal components. TSS Giddings is located on Lee County Road 213 and has been in business for over 30 years, producing high-quality products for domestic and international customers. Trelleborg Sealing Solutions Giddings is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Okay, babe, this new home insurance, I'm bugging out.
Why did you say buggin'? Ah! And why are you bugging?
I don't know what I'm doing. Why aren't you bugging?
Because we just need a State Farm agent. That's what they do. They help people understand their insurance and not bug out about it. Ah! And they're like there when you need them. Now quit bugging and say the jingle.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call Ken Crom Insurance, 725-9564.
All right, off to the 4th inning. 0-0 ball game here at the Fairgrounds. Raspberry, Barish, and Hinkie for Weimar against Chance Norman, who has only given up 1 hit through the 3 innings for him. He's got 5 strikeouts. Walked 1 and hit 1. As Yachtslaw, the last batter for Serbin, making his way out now towards center field. As Norman finishes his warm-up pitches. During the regular season, one matchup between these two was rained out on Father's Day, and then Serbin defeated Weimar in Weimar 13-4 late in the year, and then they had the coin flip before the playoffs started to help determine the seedings. Breaking ball to Raspberry is inside. Of course, Serbin was going to be number 1 because they hadn't lost, but that coin flip situation made Weimar the number 3 seed. There's a good curveball there from Norman for a strike, 1-1. They beat New Ulm last week, and Serbin shut out Flatonia. 1-1 pitch. That misses down for ball to Cole Raspberry. Took a 3rd call strike in the 1st inning. And the pitch. Curveball is hit on the ground to first. Becker down to a knee. Couple of steps to the base, and there's 1 away. So one gone for Kyle Barish. Right fielder. Slide to left. Have to chase Wheaton in the second inning. Hits one sharply. Back at a good play at third base by Weiss. Over to first. Got him. Really good play there by Garrison Weiss at third. Diving toward the foul line. Picked it up and threw a perfect strike over to Becker for the second out, robbing Barish of extra bases. That'll be for the second out. And here is Brady Hinkey, who lined to short. Pitch way wide from Norman for ball. The 1-0 is a breaking ball, misses inside on him, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball right in there for a strike above the knees to Hinkey, and it's 2-1. All right, Norman doesn't waste any time either. The pitch is a little flare out toward left center, going back to shortstop and getting underneath it. Good play there by Chase Oltman. And he makes the play going back toward left center, and that retires the side. A couple of good defensive plays here by Serbin here in this inning. 3 up and 3 down as Norman has retired the last 7 batters he has faced. Pitchers are dominating this game early, going to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 0-0. We'll be back here on KVUK.
The Ewens and Ducicella Clinic at 402 Ewens Drive in Weimar emphasizes quality health care with an excellent staff and board-certified physicians. To make an appointment, call 725-8545. The clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. For additional information, visit ydclinic.com. Dr. Jorge Ducicella, Dr. Olga Ducicella, Dr. Rob Parrish, Dr. Leah McKeskey, PA Abigail Adamson, and the entire staff are happy to be a part of this broadcast.
The First National Bank of Giddings is a hometown full-service bank located at 108 North Austin Street. They offer consumer and commercial loans. That includes home loans and farm and ranch financing. Let the experienced lenders help you navigate through the process. Call First National Bank of Giddings at 979-542-1200. Member FDIC, and equal housing lender. The First National Bank of Giddings supports the Serbin Jackrabbits, and they're happy to be a part of today's broadcast.
All right, welcome back. We go to the home half of the 4th inning here in a scoreless ball game. As the Vets and the Jackrabbits fighting it out here today for the championship. In Weimar since 2009. Weimar won the title in 2018. Since that time, Serbin has won the last 3 out of 4. So, Becker and Wheaton. Here in the Jackrabbit 4th inning, shadow's starting to creep out a little bit. Doesn't quite have the plate area covered yet. It's going to get worse for the middle infielders and center field as we move along. And there's a swing and a miss by Zoke, chasing a breaking ball from Carell for a strike. Oh, one pitch. He swings through that pitch that was off the plate a bit, or maybe got a piece of it and fouled it into the mid. Kyle Peschel and Carell quickly up 2 strikes here to Coulter Zoke. The 0-2. There's a ball lifted out into shallow left, and not all that deep at all, going back to shortstop out in onto the grass to make the play for Weimar. That would be Cole Raspberry, and there's one away. That's 7 in a row now retired by Carell. Norman's retired the last 7 for Serbin. All right, Mason Becker swings through one out in front of that one, bowling away from him for a strike. Right-hand batter, open stance. That one's way wide for ball. 1-1 to Mason Becker. Straight pitch, and Baker swings and gets a little piece of that one and fouls it off. 1-2 to Mason Becker. Chase Wheaton is up next. Correll ready. Swing and a miss. A low breaking ball pops away from Pesh to the left of Fire. Throws a lollipop down to first, but in time to get Mason Becker, and there's 2 away. There's 3 strikeouts for Correll. Here's Chase Wheaton. He had a base hit in the second. He's the last batter to reach base for Serbin. He comes up here with 2 outs, and he swings and lifts a foul over the first base dugout out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 grounder to third. To his left is Rarick. Over to first, right on target, and that'll be it for the Jackrabbits. Another very quiet inning for Shane Correll, as he is retired 9 in a row now. He gets them 3 up and 3 down in this inning, and we are through 4 innings, and it's still 0-0 between the Jackrabbits and the Vets here at the Fairgrounds Ballpark. We'll be back right after this here on KBUK.
Tri-County Realty LLC serves Colorado, Fayette, and Lavaca counties. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, you need to call the Weimar office at 725-6006 or the Schulenburg office at 743-2159. For listings, visit their website, tricountyrealestate.com. Whether it's residential, commercial, farm, or ranch property, Tri-County Realty can guide you through the process. Tri-County Realty LLC is happy to be a part of today's broadcast. Cybro Door and Weather Strip Company in Weimar has been family owned and operated since 1979. The company provides beautiful custom residential front doors. They're also a leader in residential and commercial weather stripping. Cybro is located at 405 South Eagle in Weimar. Visit their website for all of their services. CybroDoor.com. Call them at 725-8551 or 1-800-345-2791. Cybro Door and Weather Strip Company supports Weimar Athletic.
All right, welcome back to the Fairgrounds Ballpark. 5th innings, 0-0 here on this Sunday afternoon. Hope you're having a good weekend. I guess this will more or less put the wraps to the baseball season for us here at KBUK, and I imagine for these guys too, for that matter. We'll turn our attention to volleyball already on Tuesday night, as the Lady Lips will go to Weimar to take on the Lady Cats to open up the high school season for them, and football coming up in 3 weeks. All right, here's Ryan Rarick for Weimar. Had a hit his first time, and Norman's first pitch to him catches the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1, another one on that outside edge. It's catching the black on the first 2 pitches there, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 from Norman. Roller towards second. Coulter Zoke will scoop that one up and flip it over to Becker at first, and there's one away for Weimar here in the top of the 5th. Everything to the outside against these left-handed batters from the left-handed pitcher. Chance Norman. Here's Trevor Brown, Weimar's DH. Drew a walk back in the 2nd inning. All right, Norman ready and pitch into Brown. Swings through that one. Look like maybe a change up about in front of that one for strike one. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Swung through that one about belt high, and it's 0-2. Brown not happy with himself for missing that one. All right, Norman ready, the 0-2. Try to hit that out. So he got that outside corner. And that's the strikeout, and that's the second out of the inning. 6 Ks now for Norman. All right, Weston Pavlik for the Vets. Went down swinging back in the second inning. Weimar's not had a base runner since Brown reached in the second. That went right through there for a call strike. Norman working out of the windup. The base is empty, and Pavlik will take a swing and foul one off over the first base dugout toward the batting cages here at Velco Cater Field. Two-strike count to Weston Pavlik. Center fielder Yoslaw shaded a little bit toward left center. Big right-handed batter here, and that one's fastball sails high and wide for ball. Weimar hasn't had a base runner to third base yet today. Then a swing and a miss. Goes the fastball by him about letter high, and that will do it. Weimar down in order for the third consecutive inning. 7 strikeouts now for Norman. 3 up and 3 down as we are through half of this ball game as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a scoreless game here. Community League Championship game. Top 2 teams in the league fighting it out, 0-0. Serbin and Weimar will be back.
When you're hungry, you can't go wrong if you stop at Outlaws Barbecue in Giddings, Texas. Outlaws' mission is to create the ultimate barbecue dining experience. Brisket, ribs, pork, turkey, sausage, chicken, sandwiches, stuffed taters, and even dessert. Indoor and outdoor dining, along with takeout. Student and teacher specials, open Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. or until all sold out. Better get there early before it's all gone. Go by and see them at 1380 North Main Street or call Shane at 979-540-0712 for all of your barbecue and catering needs. That's Outlaws Barbecue in Giddings. Insurance and retirement needs change while you're busy making plans. Be prepared for whatever lies ahead. Call Larry Bear Kanya to discuss how life insurance and retirement planning with Knights of Columbus can help protect your family's future. To contact Bear Kanya, call 979-877-5589 or 979-968-9800. Life insurance and retirement plans. Protect the ones you love. Bear Kanya says one of the safest places to invest your money for retirement is annuities. And he says now there are new rates available on annuities.
All right, bottom of the 5th inning as we move along here in the scoreless ball game. The Jackrabbits have Altman, Kaufman, and Hall coming up to face Shane Carell, who has given up 2 hits. He's retired 9 in a row as these 2 pitchers have settled in here and are dominating the game. Chase Altman popped out the second, his first time up, and swings at an off-speed pitch for strike 1. Swing and a miss at the 0-1 pitch by Oatman, and he's down 2 strikes.
KBUK LaGrange.
The 0-2 tried to hit the outside corner there and misses for ball. One and 2 to Oatman. He swings and lifts a pop-up foul out of play here off the first base side. Dakota Kaufman is next. 1-2. That's down low, skips through the legs of Kyle Peschel back to the backstop. All right, Carell ready, swing and a miss, off speed, had Kaufman out in front, or rather Oatman out in front. That's a strikeout for the first out here in the bottom of the fifth. Four strikeouts now for Shane Carell. And here's Dakota Kaufman. Right fielder for Serbin. Bounced out to the second baseman. Brady Hinkey his first time, and the first pitch to him is a bouncer behind the bag and off the glove of Rarick, and it'll trickle into foul territory, and that's going to be a base hit. That would have been a long throw for Rarick on that ball behind the bag. First base runner for Serbin since the third inning, or the second inning, actually. That is their third hit, and here is Caden Hall, the catcher. Grounded out to Rarick his first time at third base. So Kaufman on with one out. Not a real big lead away from Pavlik. Stretch and pitch, and there's a pitch on the corner at the knees. Outside edge for a strike. The 0-1, that fastball sails inside to him for ball. All with a 1-1 count. The Grange High School graduate. All right, Carell works the stretch. Kaufman at first, the pitch to the plate, that bounced in there. Another good save by Kyle Peschel. So 2-1 here to Caden Hall as the Jackrabbits hitting here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Scoreless game. Two 2-1 pitch, going away. So Hall ahead now 3-1. Ty Casper's the next man up here for the Jackrabbits. We're all ready. Stretching pitch to Hall, and he swings and got a piece of that one and fouled it off. It'll fill up the count. Carson Peschel in center, just about as straight away as you can get out there in center. Carell ready, and the pitch into Hall, swing and a miss. Up, got a little piece of that one, fouled it in and out of the mid of Kyle Peschel. So Kaufman back to first. We'll do the 3-2 again. And the pitch bounces in there for ball, and it'll be 2-1 here for the Jackrabbits as Hall draws the walk. Down the second base goes Kaufman. First walk today for Carell. And here's Ty Casper, the DH, comes up with runners in first and second and one out. Brady Hinkey shaded towards second. Big hole between first and second here. Trying to keep the runner close there, and the pitch comes to the plate, and it's on the outside corner for a strike. Casper grounded out to third in the third inning. The 0-1, he squares around the bunt. It bunts it up the first baseline to Pavlik. Pavlik will grab it, and as Casper stops, and Pavlik has to come back to tag on him, and the runners get to second and third. That was a one-hopper over to Pavlik, and now there are two away, but runners at second and third. Sacrifice, and here's Garrison Weiss coming to the plate with first base open. Weiss fly to center. And we're going to get a courtesy runner for Caden Hall down at second base. He's the catcher. That's going to be Wyatt Wick running at second. A big spot here for Serbin. Weiss coming to the plate, 2-1. Down low for ball. Terrell out of the windup now with second and third, 2 outs. The pitch, that's another one that misses the outside corner wide with the fastball there, and it's 2-0. Would think he might take another one here. He does. It bounces in there, and Kyle Peschel has been very active behind the plate. He's had to block a number of pitches over the last couple of innings. Now 3-0 with first base open. And the 3-0, that's in there for a strike on the outside corner. Two away in the inning. Serbin trying to get on the board. All right, the 3-1 to Weiss, swinging a pot ball out to center, coming on hard is Peschel, and he gets there. He leaves his feet to make the play in center, robbing Serbin of a hit and probably 2 runs on that shallow fly ball. Carson Peschel makes a good play out there, and that ends the inning here for the Jackrabbits. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 left in scoring position. We're still scoreless through 5. Top of the 6th is coming up here at the fairgrounds right after this on KVUK.
The Lee County Sheriff's Posse congratulates the Serbin Jackrabbits and wish them good luck in today's championship game. The Lee County Sheriff's Posse hosts 2 of the largest events in Central Texas, the Posse's Ram Rodeo in April, and then in July, Fury on the 4th, bull riding and bullfighting. Both events feature some of the top cowboys and cowgirls in Texas and the USA. The Lee County Sheriff's Posse, they're happy to be a part of tonight's Community League Championship game, and again, good luck to the Jackrabbits.
For over 80 years now, the Cavender Auto family has kept Texans on the road. And today's no different. With one click to CavenderAutoCountry.com, shop 4 Cavender dealerships, including Cavender Ford, Cavender Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, and Cavender Polaris in Columbus, and Cavender Chevrolet Buick GMC in Weimar. One click, 4 dealerships at CavenderAutoCountry.com, making confidence happen right here at home.
All right, our scoreless ball game continues. Good play by Carson Peschel, Weimar center fielder, on that shallow fly ball. They ended the bottom of the last inning when Serbin had a couple of runners in scoring position to keep it a scoreless game. As Chance Norman back out there for the Jackrabbits as he starts the 6th inning. He's only given up 1 hit today. Weimar hasn't had a base runner since these 2 outs in the 2nd inning. And it'll be the top of the order. Guy who makes a good play at the end of the previous half inning leads it off. Carson Peschel, left-handed batter, and takes one inside for ball. Hit by a pitch, and he flied to right. It's 2 times up. Open stance from the left side. Norman's curveball bounces in there for ball, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. All of home plate now covered up in shadows as the sun starts to set behind us here. Lefty on lefty here. Peschel squares around there and pulls it back and takes the strike. So 2-1 here to Carson Peschel. Revila next, and then Kyle Peschel. Playing a ball, hit a 1-hopper right at the shortstop. Oatman over the first, in time for the out. Hard-head ball, but right at Oatman. And there's one away for Weimar. It's 11 in a row now, retired by Chance Norman. Here's Mark Revila, who has struck out twice, swinging and called the last time up. Right-handed batter, and the first pitch into him as the ball hit sharply into left. That's a base hit. First pitch swinging for Revila, and Weimar's got a runner for the first time since the second inning. Breaks that string of 11 in a row by Norman. It's only the vet's second hit. And here is Kyle Peschel. All right. Norman out of the stretch. Peschel tries to bunt his runner over possibly and fouled it off. Bombers had one base runner to second base, and that was Ryan Rarick in the second inning. We're now on the top of the sixth. Bombers got some bullpen action past the first base dugout right now, too. All right. Norman out of the stretch to pitch to Peschel, bunts it up the first baseline. That's a good one. It's going to die in that grass. A high throw by Hall, but a good play by the very tall first baseman, Mason Beck, who had to reach across the foul line to make that play with that runner coming down the line. So the bunt by Peschel gets the runner down to second base on the sacrifice. Weimar's got a runner in scoring position with two gone here for Cole Raspberry, the shortstop, who has struck out and grounded to second. Norman takes a look at Revila down at second, and the first pitch is pulled foul down the right field side for strike one to Cole Raspberry. Nothing game here in the top of the sixth. Play Raspberry to the opposite field a bit, way up and in on him, had him bailing out of there. That fastball just got away from Norman there, and it's 1-1. Lot of room in right center here for the left-handed batter. Anything in the gap, he could run a while. Runner second, 2 outs, stretch and pitch, swinging a ball, pulled foul outside of first. And Norman now ahead, now a ball and 2 strikes. Mark Revila at second with the 1-out single. Moved up on the Peschel bunt. And Norman checks the runner, the pitch to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Raspberry down on strikes, and Norman gets out of a little mini spot here in the top of the sixth. As Weimar strands a runner at second, Norman now with 8 strikeouts. That wraps up the top of the sixth inning for the Vets. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a runner left at second. We're going to the bottom of the sixth. It's still scoreless between Serbin and Weimar here in the Community League Championship game. We'll be back right after this.
At Hill Bank and Trust Company, we're Weimar proud, and we wish the best of luck today to the Weimar Vets. This is Peggy Ginther. At Hill Bank, we take pride in getting to know our customers and providing truly personalized service. We offer checking accounts with debit cards and internet banking, remote deposit, auto and personal loans, rural real estate, and home loans. We want you to come see us at 201 East Main Street in Weimar, Texas. Let's visit and find out what we can do to help serve your banking needs. Hill Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Proud supporters of our community.
You're planning your wedding or graduation party, birthday party, or some other great special event, and you need music and lights, you need to talk to Night Shift Productions out of the Belleville area. They're experienced. They've been doing it a long time. They offer DJ services and wonderful light shows and many other great services to make your gathering extra special. You need to call Kyle Peschel, 979-270-1913, or Wayne Peschel, 979-885-8105. Night Shift Productions. To make that party or great event extra special with music and lights.
Oh, we have a new pitcher for Weimar as the afternoon done for Shane Carell. He goes 5 innings, allowing no runs. Only gave up 3 hits and struck out a total of 4 batters. And on the pitch now for Weimar will be Kyle Barish, who has been playing out in left field. He's in relief here to start the bottom of the 6th inning, and that means Weimar would have shuffled their outfielders around here a little bit. Barish was the right fielder, I should say, and I see if I can catch the number who might be out there in right field. But Carell, a good job for the best today. 5 shutout innings, leaves the game scoreless. And up for Serbin to start the 6th, Holden Yotzlaw, the top of the order. And that first pitch misses low and inside here from Barish for ball 1. No changes on the infield for Weimar. So Carell was being DH for by Trevor Brown. There's a swing and a roller foul, and it wouldn't surprise me if they may have put Brown out in right field. If he turn around and I see his number, that would make some sense. Yotzlaw is singled and popped up today. Pitch from Barish. That ball sinks low and outside from ball to the left-handed batter. Barish is a right-hander with a 2-1 count now. Good breeze blowing this afternoon, blowing out toward this mid-90 degree temperature. The next pitch is inside. 3-1 now to Yotzlaw to start the 6th for the Jackrabbits. And that one's wide for ball with a fastball and a base runner. And Serbin gets the leadoff man on for the 2nd time today. Yotzlaw races for the 2nd time as well. And here is Coulter's Oak. Will come to the plate. Has struck out and popped to short. All right, here's Zoke. A quick snap to throw to first by Barish, in case Yotzlaw drifted off the bag a little quickly. Weston Pavlik holding him on there. Barish not a big guy, a right-hander. Breaking ball wide and good backhand to stop by Peschel once again. He's been a busy man back there today a few times. I think Barish ready in the pitch. And misses the outside corner for ball. 2-0 now to Coulter's Oak. Jackrabbits batting here in the bottom of the 6th in a scheduled 9-inning game. Fair slides lead at first by Yotzlaw. The pitch is a big bouncer. That'll be foul through the third base coach's box. Zoka, good hitter, with a 2-1 count. There's a pickoff play, and they got Yotzlaw hung up between first and second, and he gets run down from behind by the Weimar shortstop, Cole Raspberry, and that'll go as a caught ceiling. It's a good pickoff move by Barish over the first. That'll be a 1-3-6 caught stealing for the first out. Still a 2-1 count to Coulter's Oak. Ari's ready. That one comes in there low and inside to Zoke, and he gets ahead 3-1. And Bars now back into the windup, 3-1 pitch, and Zoke will bounce one slowly towards short. Raspberry has to throw quickly, and he gets it to first in time for the out. And a nice stretch by Pavlik at first on that throw that was a little high and wide, but Pavlik stayed on the bag for the out, and there's 2 away. So 2 gone, and here's Mason Becker. Throw got down the line pretty quickly there, and the throw just beat him. All right, Becker has struck out looking, didn't reach on a 3rd strike, or rather struck out the 2nd time as well and was thrown at it first, and the ball popped out of Peschel's mid. And he takes one here for a strike. So technically, I guess 2 strikeouts here for Mason Becker. He hits one on the ground, a couple of big hops over to Rarick, over to first, and that's it. So the leadoff walk, the pickoff play changed everything, and Boris got the next 2 batters he faces to get out of the inning. And we are still scoreless as we go to the top of the 7th inning between Weimar and Serbin. There's no score. We'll be back here to the fairgrounds in just a moment.
Get fiber fast internet with multi-gig speeds delivered right to your doorstep. Colorado Valley Communications has expanded its fiber service to the LaGrange, Schulenburg, Fayetteville, Weimar, Ellinger, and Round Top communities. With speeds of up to 5 gigabits, you'll enjoy super fast connections for gaming, streaming, and working from home on all your devices. Elevate your online experience with multi-gig internet service from Colorado Valley Communications, where smart households turn for faster connections. Visit cvctx.com/sign up to check availability.
Trelleborg Sealing Solutions Giddings specializes in the custom machining of leading-edge engineered plastics, elastomers, and light metal components. TSS Giddings is located on Lee County Road 213 and has been in business for over 30 years, producing high-quality products for domestic and international customers. Trelleborg Sealing Solutions Giddings is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
All right, welcome back to the Fairgrounds Ballpark, Belco Cater Field. We got a 0-0 game here between Serbin and Weimar. The pitchers have dominated so far. Chance Norman, the starter for Serbin, back out there to start the 7th. He's only given up 2 hits, struck out 8 batters. And he's going to face Boris, Hinkie, and Rarick here in the top of the 7th inning. Last week, Serbin shut out Flatonia 10-0 here in a 7-inning game, and Weimar came from behind to beat New Ulm 9-6 after that being down 4-0 in the 1st inning. All right, Kyle Barish is up. He is flied out and grounded out. Takes one breaking ball low and in from Norman for ball 1. Yachtslaw in center, not very deep. The 1-0 was down low again. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Brady Hinkie's up next for Weimar, followed by Ryan Rarick. 2-0 pitch to Barish, and that's right through there for a call strike. One. Swinging a foul by Barish off the right field side, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Norman will step off the rubber now as the mound is just about covered in shade now as we get later here this evening. All right, 2-2 here to Barish. Curveball, that misses low and in for ball, and now it's a full count. Weimar's had a total of 4 base runners today. Batting here in the top of the 7th. And there's a grounder towards short, backhanded by Oatman over the first, right on target to Becker, and there's one away here for the Vets in the top of the 7th. That'll bring up Brady Hinkie. Hit a soft liner to short, and he also popped to short. Steps in a right-handed batter. Norman ready, and that pitch is wide above the belt, outside for ball 1. 1-0. That's on the inside corner for a call strike under his hand to even it up. Gottslaw in center, shaded toward left center. Got a right-handed batter here in Brady Hinkey. Pitch from Norman, a bouncer up the middle, and that's going to find center field, and there's a base hit for Brady Hinkey, and Weimar's got a runner here with one out in the seventh. Third hit for the Vets. Hinkey goes right back up the middle. That'll bring up Ryan Rarick, the third baseman, who has had a base hit and grounded to second. So Hinkey getting his lead away from Becker with one gone. Stretching pitch to the plate. Bails out Rarick high and inside. It pops away from Hall, and down to second base goes Brady Hinkey. Up and in, pass ball. What's going on? Okay, we got something going on here. Did Hinkey injure himself going into second base? As he's walking back toward first with his helmet off. Wonder if the throw hit him. The Hinkey's coming off with his helmet in his hand. He may have injured himself going into second base. He was escorted back toward the Weimar dugout by second base umpire Craig Oatman. And they're checking on Hinkey, so they're attending to Brady Hinkey down in the Weimar dugout. Weimar will have a runner at second base for only the third time today. So I don't know if either Brady took a shot in the face, or it's either mud, dirt, or ball might have got him or whatever, but he's going back out to second now. The big runner for Weimar. He's jogging back out to second, so he's all right. Ryan Rarick will get back in the batter's box. Weimar has a runner there at second with one out. So Rarick back in there with a one-ball count. Norman out of the stretch, checks Hinkey at second behind him. The pitch is going to be outside for ball to Rarick, and it's 2-0. Pitch, low one in again. Up that one with a breaking pitch, and Rarick ahead 3-0. Trevor Brown's the on-deck man. Weimar trying to break through here in the top of the seventh. Rarick will take that one high and wide for ball, and it's a walk, and Weimar's got 2 on with 1 out here in the seventh inning. Trevor Brown will step in. He has walked and struck out looking. I would suspect if Serbin does make a pitching move here at some point, it's going to be Wyatt Wake. He's the only other guy left on the bench. Pitch in to Brown. He gets way out in front. Foul tipped one into the mid, and it's 1 strike. Wick is throwing in the bullpen up behind the third base dugout. The 0-1, swinging a foul straight back. by Brown. He's on that one, and it's 0-2. Bottom of the batting order here for the Vets here in the 7th. Weston Pavlik is next. Weimar's got a whole lot, way more options as far as pinch hitters today than Serbin does. All right, the 0-2 pitch coming here with runners at first and second, and that one sails behind Brown back to the backstop, and the runners are going to go to second and third on the wild pitch. Weimar's got a big opportunity here now with only one out. So Serbin's going to bring in the infield here. They're going to get on the edge of the grass here. We're in the 7th inning and no score. Second and third and one out for the Vets. Brown at the plate. Norman stretches, and that's low and away for ball, and it's 2-2. Norman could be getting a little tired. Hot afternoon. We're pitching into the 7th inning here. 2-2 pitch. Curveball. Just missed the inside corner. Boy, that was a pretty good pitch, and you might have heard the groans from the Serbin folks. Full count to Trevor Brown. All right, Norman ready to go again. Infield in. And that's going to be strike 3 call in the inside corner. But that one kind of backed up over the corner, and that's a strikeout for the second out. Nine strikeouts, biggest one of the day for Norman there. And here's Weston Pavlik, who was struck out swinging twice today. Second and third for Weimar. Could be the biggest. Either way here, momentum switch here regardless. Pitch to Pavlik, and he takes one above the belt for ball. And Norman with a 1-0 count to Pavlik. Breaking pitch misses low and inside for ball 2. Top of the order, Carson Peschel is next. Number first base is open here. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Pavlik can be a little picky there, and he takes a swing at a high outside fastball and fouled it off for strike 1. Norman pitch, swinging a foul straight back, and now it evens up the count at 2-2. Pavlik with a good cut at that one, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, second and third are the runners for the Vets. Hinkey's at third, Rarick at second. Rarick's getting a monster lead. They're not even paying attention to him at second. The infielder is back with 2 outs, incidentally. 2-2. Bouncer toward short. Long throw for Oatman over the first and picked out of the dirt by Becker, and the Jackrabbits get out of it as the Vets ran runners at second and third here in the 7th inning. They had second and third and 1 out, a strikeout, and a ground ball gets them out of the inning. And Norman got out of trouble. No runs a hit, no errors, 2 left. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch time. Here at the ballpark in LaGrange, it's still 0-0. We'll be back.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say,
"What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
but what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Call Ken Crom Insurance, 725-9564. The Ewens and Ducicella Clinic at 402 Ewens Drive in Weimar emphasizes quality health care with an excellent staff and board-certified physicians. To make an appointment, call 725-8545. The clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. For additional information, visit ydclinic.com. Dr. Jorge Duchisella, Dr. Olga Duchisella, Dr. Rob Parrish, Dr. Leah McKeskey, PA Abigail Adamson, and the entire staff are happy to be a part of this broadcast.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the seventh, quite a ball game, still scoreless. Weimar had their best shot in the top of this inning at second and third, and no out. And Chance Norman comes up with a strikeout and a ground ball to get out of trouble there. And now Serbin comes up here, still scoreless in the bottom of the seventh with Wheaton, Oatman, and Kaufman. Weimar's second pitcher, Kyle Barish, back out there. Faced three batters in the sixth inning without any problems. A walk and a pickoff. Then a couple of ground ball outs. And then we got a conversation going on over here in front of the Serbin dugout with a couple of umpires. And Coulter Zoke, don't know what that might be about. But either way, they're all going back to where they're supposed to be to get ready for the bottom of the seventh. Chase Wheaton stepping up to start the inning. He is singled and grounded out. Serbin only has 3 hits today as well off the 2 Weimar pitchers. And Wheaton steps up, takes a fast one right below the belt for a strike here from Kyle Barish. Wheaton definitely one that can take it out of the ballpark. The 0-1, that's down low for ball, and it's a ball and a strike. Grounder towards short. Scooped up there by Raspberry. Over to first, in time for the out to Poplik, and there's one away here for the Jackrabbits in the bottom of the 7th inning. Good ball game today, championship game. Chase Oatman has popped up and struck out swinging. First pitch into him is a breaking pitch or a slider wide for ball. Remember, Serbin beat Weimar last regular season game. It was 13-4. Swinging a pop-up, that'll be foul out of play, but baseball generally has a short memory. What happened 2 or 3 weeks ago has no bearing on this one. All right, Barish ready. Fastball is high for ball. Two balls and a strike here to Chase Oatman. And the pitch, low and in for ball, now 3-1. Serbin hadn't had a lot of base runners today either. 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like. There's a strike call, and Oatman thought that was a ball. He was flipped the bat toward the third base dugout, but he's got to face another pitch. It's a full count now. Yeah, Serbin's had 4 base runners today as well, so not a lot of traffic. Curveball, that dropped in there perfectly for a call strike, and Oatman now down on strike for the second time today. Barish picking up his first strikeout, and here is Dakota Kaufman, who was grounded out and singled one of the 3 Serbin hits today. Bottom of the 7th inning in a 0-0 game. Barish ready. That tried to overthrow that one a bit and yanked it outside for ball 1. The 1-0 is inside. It's spinning Kaufman out of the batter's box on that one, and it's 2-0. Pitch, and a swing and a foul. That'll be out of play over here off the first base side. So 2-1 count here to Dakota Kaufman with 2 away here in the Jackrabbits' 7th inning. Barish has retired the last 4 batters. And the pitch to the plate, swing and a miss. I've got a little piece of that one actually and fouled it off the mid of the catcher, Kyle Peschel. And it's 2-2. Two pitch, bounces in there for a ball. Shadows pretty much have most of the infield covered up now. Coming up on 10 minutes to 8. Now Kaufman gets tired of waiting on Barr, steps out. Two and two. That bounced in there for ball. Actually, that was a 3-2 pitch there, and that's ball 4. And a 2-out walk here for Serbin. Second walk for Barish. Now he'll face Caden Hall, the catcher, with 2 gone. Hall walked his last time up, grounded out back in the second to the third baseman, Ryan Rarick. Good starting pitching for Weimar by Carell. That first pitch in from Barish to Hall, well wide. Another good save by Kyle Peschel, the catcher. Carell starting for Weimar, pitches 5 innings, gave up 3 hits, no runs. Kaufman getting his lead from Pavlik, stretching the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. And a 1-1 count now to Caden Hall. Marshall fire one to first. Kaufman not that far off the bag. Stretching pitch to Hall. That fastball sails wide. 2-1 now. Two away for the Jackrabbits. Wind picking up again. Pitch is this off speed, swung on and missed. Had Hall way out in front of that one, and it's 2-2. Scoreless game. Winner gets their name on the Community League trophy, which happens to be sitting up here with us in the press box, at least for a while yet. There's a ground ball. Spear, good play by Rarick at third to his left. Stands up and throws out Hall, and that retires the side. Some good plays at third base today by both teams, and the Jackrabbits turned away again here in the bottom of the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors or runner left. We are through 7, no score between Weimar and Serbin. We'll be back with more here from the fairgrounds right after this.
The First National Bank of Giddings is a hometown full-service bank located at 108 North Austin Street. They offer consumer and commercial loans. That includes home loans and farm and ranch financing. Let the experienced lenders help you navigate through the process. Call First National Bank of Giddings at 979-542-1200. Member FDIC, and equal housing lender. The First National Bank of Giddings supports the Serbin Jackrabbits, and they're happy to be a part of today's broadcast. Tri-County Realty LLC serves Colorado, Fayette, and Lavaca counties. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, you need to call the Weimar office at 725-6006 or the Schulenburg office at 743-2159. For listings, visit their website, tricountyrealestate.com. Whether it's residential, commercial, farm, or ranch property, Tri-County Realty can guide you through the process. Tri-County Realty LLC is happy to be a part of today's broadcast.
All right, Chance Norman's day is none for the Jackrabbit as their pitcher is on the pitch now. Wyatt Wick is on in relief as Norman pitches 7 innings today. Really good again. No runs on 3 hits with 9 strikeouts, and got out of a big problem spot in the top of the 7th. Weimar had 2nd and 3rd and 1 out. Got a strikeout and a ground ball to end it. And his day is done, and Wyatt Wick back on in relief. Similar setup like we saw last week when the Jackrabbits faced Flatonia. Wick came in and pitched the last 2 innings of the 7-inning game. Former Leopard. And he's going to face the top of the order here for the Vets. It'll be Carson Peschel, Revila, and Kyle Peschel. The shade engulfing about 3/4 of the ballpark now as the sun's starting to set. 7 innings in an hour and 50 minutes is pretty good. That's no runs on 3 hits. They've left a total of 6 runners today, and the Jackrabbits, no runs on 3 hits, and they've left 4. We haven't had an error yet either. All right, here's Carson Peschel, the leadoff man for Weimar. Has hit by a pitch and is flied out and grounded out, and Wick's first pitch, slider low and in for ball 1. Wick ready, and that's low and in again for ball and 2-0. Right-handed batter here, right-handed pitcher here against the left-handed hitting Carson Peschel. Mark Revilla is on deck. There's an inside corner call with that one on Peschel, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So when the ball hit off the handle, shot right at the third base dugout on the Serbin side. I believe it hit the screen, didn't it? They didn't exactly jump out of the way very quickly there either. All right, 2-2 here to Peschel. And that's going to be down low for ball, and it's a full count. Peschel trying to get something for Weimar going here in the 8th inning. Wick ready. And there's a bouncer slowly hit toward short. Open will charge on the grass over to first. And they get Peschel by a couple of steps, and that's the first out of the 8th inning for the Vets. Well played, get the game defensively by both teams today as well. All right, Mark Revilla will come up. A couple of strikeouts and a base hit for him today. Wyatt Wick from the stretch against everybody. That fastball is on the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1. That's right there at the knees on the outer half for a strike. That's a good pitch, and it's 0-2 real quickly. The 0-2. Tried to hit that outside corner there and just missed it for ball. All right, Wick ready to go again, a 1-2 count. And the pitch that bounced in there, and it's now 2-2. One away for the Vets here in the 8th. 2-2 pitch to Revilla. And that breaks down low and outside, and now at the full count after Wick was ahead in the count. Kyle Peschel is next here for Weimar. Wick ready. And that misses inside, and that's a walk, and Weimar's got a base runner here in the top of the 8th with 1 out. Going to bring up Kyle Peschel, who has popped up, struck out, and laid down a bunt. Runner on, the go-ahead run here in the top of the 8th. Scoreless game. All right, Wick ready to go. Stretching pitch to Peschel, and that's down low, and that bounces away from Hall, and that's going to get Villa down to second, and he's still going. He's heading for third, and he's going to be in there on the wild pitch. First to third, and Weimar's got the lead run at third base with 1 out. He never hesitated going around second. Time Hall got back to it. Weimar with a chance here. Now the Serbin has to bring in the infielders again here with the runner at third base. And Peschel takes one down for ball, and it's 2-0. Weimar's got the heart of the batting order here. Some big base running play by Mark Revilla there on the wild pitch. Wick ready, and there's a ball hit out into shallow left center. Diving play, it's off the glove of Yatzlaw, and coming home to score Revilla, and Weimar's on the board, 1-0.
KBUK.
Base hit in the left center by Kyle Peschel. Good effort by Yatzlaw in center, laid out and just couldn't hang on to it. And it's 1-0 for the Vets here in the 8th inning.
KBUK LaGrange.
Going to bring up Cole Raspberry, the left-handed hitter. Stretching pitch, and he swings and lifts one foul out of play off the third base side for strike 1. But the aggressive base running by Revilla on the wild pitch. Set up Peschel for the base hit to get the run home. And the pitch into Raspberry's a call strike, and it's 0-2. Weimer breaks through here in the top of the 8th. Wick looking in. There goes the runner. The pitch is low, and there be no throw by Hall. Stolen base by Kyle Peschel. That's number 80 back. Number 80 back. All right, 1-2 pitch coming to Raspberry. Call strike 3 on the inside corner. That's about as well a placed pitch as Wick could throw there for the second out. First strike out for Wyatt Wick, and now he'll face Kyle Barsh with a runner at second and 2 outs. Weimar on the board here in the top of the 8th. All right, Wick ready, and the pitch in to Barsh. A bouncer right back to Wick. He'll jog it halfway to first and underhanded to Becker, and that will do it. But the Vets break through here in the top of the 8th inning. Walk, a wild pitch with Revilla going first to third, and the RBI single by Kyle Peschel gets them on the board. A run on a hit. No errors, 1 left. Bottom of the 8th. Jackrabbits find himself behind now 1-0. We'll be back in the bottom of the 8th right after this.
Cybro Door and Weather Strip Company in Weimar has been family owned and operated since 1979. The company provides beautiful custom residential front doors. They're also a leader in residential and commercial weather stripping. Cybro is located at 405 South Eagle in Weimar. Visit their website for all of their services. CybroDoor.com. Call them at 725-8551 or 1-800-345-2791. Cybro Door and Weather Strip Company supports Weimar Athletics.
When you're hungry, you can't go wrong if you stop at Outlaws Barbecue in Giddings, Texas. Outlaws' mission is to create the ultimate barbecue dining experience, brisket, ribs, pork, turkey, sausage, chicken, sandwiches, stuffed taters, and even dessert. Indoor and outdoor dining, along with takeout. Student and teacher specials, open Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. or until all sold out. Better get there early before it's all gone. Go by and see them at 1380 North Main Street or call Shane at 979-540-0712 for all of your barbecue and catering needs. That's Outlaws Barbecue in Giddings.
We go to the bottom of the eighth. The Vets now leading 1-0 here in this championship game. The Jackrabbits will send up Casper, Weiss, and Yotzlaw. They're 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Kyle Barish back out there for his third inning in relief. The Vets put together, breaking through in the top of the inning with a walk, a two-base wild pitch, and a base hit by Peschel after Weimar had second and third the inning before with one out and didn't score. All right, here's Ty Casper, who is grounded out and laid down a sacrifice, starts it off and takes one on the corner at the knees for a strike. From Kyle Barish. The 0-1, that bounces in there and back to the backstop for ball. And going back to that two-base wall, there's a lot of foul territory here at the fairgrounds. On the pitch into Casper, slowly hit towards short. Shortstop Raspberry up to first, and a good pick on a low throw, and they get him by a half a step. With Wick, Weston Pobley made a good play there to save an error, and there's one gone. On a slow hit ball to Cole Raspberry at short, and here is Garrison Weiss, who was flied to center twice. All of a sudden, it's getting late for the Jackrabbits here in this one. Pitch is up and in to Weiss for a ball. The 1-0. There's a little ball hit out toward left, but it's going to hang up long enough for the left fielder, Mark Ravila, or excuse me, the right field rather. That's Trevor Brown out there in right field. Hauls that line drive in for the second out. So two gone and back to the top for Holden Yotzlaw. First pitch in there from Barish, a call strike. 0-1. The Holden Yotzlaw. There's a ball hit towards second. Scooped up by Hinkie over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Barish, and Serbin goes quietly here in the bottom of the eighth. 3 up and 3 down. We're going to the ninth. Weimar 1, Serbin nothing. We'll be back to the fairgrounds right after this.
Insurance and retirement needs change while you're busy making plans. Be prepared for whatever lies ahead. Call Larry Bear Kanya to discuss how life insurance and retirement planning with Knights of Columbus can help protect your family's future. To contact Bear Kanya, call 979-877-5589 or 979-968-9800. Life insurance and retirement plans. Protect the ones you love. Bear Kanya says one of the safest places to invest your money for retirement is annuities. And he says now there are new rates available on annuities. The Lee County Sheriff's Posse congratulates the Serbin Jackrabbits and wish them good luck in today's championship game. The Lee County Sheriff's Posse hosts 2 of the largest events in Central Texas, the Posse's Ram Rodeo in April, and then in July, Fury on the 4th, bull riding and bullfighting. Both events feature some of the top cowboys and cowgirls in Texas and the USA. The Lee County Sheriff's Posse, they're happy to be a part of tonight's Community League Championship game, and again, good luck to the Jackrabbits.
All right, top of the ninth inning, Weimar 1-0 over the Jackrabbits, and the Vets will send up Hinkie, Rarick, and Brown facing Wyatt Wick in his second inning of relief. gave up the run of the 8th inning, and that's been it today. Light starting to take effect here this evening. 'Played 8 innings in 2 hours and 10 minutes. All right, here's Brady Hinkey. Had a hit his last time up, swings through the first one he sees here for strike 1, but prior to that, he lined to short and popped up. He was stranded at 3rd in the 7th inning. And he hits one out foul out of play, and it's 0-2 here to Brady Hinkey. Weimar's had 4 hits today, leading 1-0. Trying to claim their 2nd Community League championship. The 0-2 curveball is hit on the ground out to Coulter Zook. That one hugged the ground all the way out there, and Zook throws him out. There's one away here in the 9th for Weimar. Bring up Ryan Rarick. Serbin trying to win their 4th championship in the last 5 years. Rarick is up. He's had a base hit, grounded out, and walked. Right-hand batter, and there's a pitch in there for a strike from Widewick above the knees, and it's 0-1. That one's low. Actually, 4 out of the last 5 years isn't totally accurate. We skipped a year in 2020. So going back to 2019, Serbin is trying to win it for the 4th time. Austin County Brewers won it in 2023, and that pitched way high and outside the rear, and it's 2-1. I think that was the only year the Brewers from Austin County played, and they won it that year. All right, 2-1 to Ryan Rarick. Pitch from Wick. Good fastball there for a strike, and it's 2-2. In the bottom of the 9th, for the Jackrabbits, they got Zook, Becker, and Wheaton. 3 good hitters coming up in the bottom of the 9th. 2, 3, and 4. 2-2. And Rarick waves at 1 off the plate for strike 3, and there's 2 gone here for Weimar. Second strikeout for Wick, and here is Trevor Brown, who has walked and struck out twice today. All right, Wick ready, and the pitch in to Brown's a good curveball for a strike. The 0-1, another breaking ball at the knees, call strike 2, and it's 0-2. Pitch. Fastball is high for ball, and it's 1-2 here to Trevor Brown. Weston Public is next here for Weimar. Batting here in the top of the 9th. The 1-2, swing and a miss, another breaking ball, strike 3, and that will do it. A good inning for Wick here in the 9th. A couple of strikeouts, 3 up and 3 down. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th. The last shot for the Jackrabbits is they're down 1-0. Going to the bottom of the 9th. We'll have more for you here right after this.
Hi, this is Jody Wick with Cavender Chevrolet Buick GMC in Weimar. Did you know that we are not only a Mark of Excellence award-winning dealership in sales and service, but we also offer a complete collision auto paint and body shop? That's right. We work with all insurance companies, use only the best quality PPG paint, and our technicians have over 30 years of experience and are I-CAR certified. We work on both foreign and domestic cars and trucks, and we also specialize in aluminum repair. So come take advantage of all the great services we offer here at Cavender Collision Center in Weimar, making confidence happen right here at home.
At Hill Bank and Trust Company, we're Weimar proud, and we wish the best of luck today to the Weimar vets. This is Peggy Ginther. At Hill Bank, we take pride in getting to know our customers and providing truly personalized service. We offer checking accounts with debit cards and internet banking, remote deposit, auto and personal loans, rural real estate, and home loans. We want you to come see us at 201 East Main Street in Weimar, Texas. Let's visit and find out what we can do to help serve your banking needs. Hill Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Proud supporters of our community.
All right, bottom of the ninth, the Vets send out a new pitcher here for the ninth inning as Matt Sandoval is out there to try to save it for Kyle Barish. Is Sandoval on here in the bottom of the ninth. Barish with a good job in relief through 3 innings. No runs on no hits. It did not give up a hit over those 3 innings and struck out, let's see here, 1 batter. Now Sandoval will face the heart of the batting order, though, for the Jackrabbits in the bottom of the ninth. Zoe, Becker, and Wheaton. They're down 1-0, trying to hang on to the championship trophy. Coulter Zoke has struck out, popped up, and grounded out today. Pitch from Sandoval is up and in on him, spins him out of there for ball 1. Weimar pitchers have held the Jackrabbits to 3 hits today, or tonight. That one bounces in for ball, and it's 2-0. Sandoval ready, and the pitch. Oh, we got an outside corner call at the knees there for a strike, and Coulter didn't care for that one too much. 2-1 now. Gets Sandoval back into the count. 2-1 pitch. That comes in there just a tad low, and it's 3-1. And the pitch, and so bounces 1 to third, backing up on with Rarick. Long throw, bouncing in, and it's off the glove of Weston Pavlik. And backed up by the catcher, Kyle Peschel. That kept Zoe from getting to second base, but there's a base runner for the Jackrabbits. That was a long throw by Rarick. He was playing behind the bag, infield hit. And the tying run is on for Serbin with nobody out for Mason Becker coming up, and Coulter may have hurt himself running to first there. Aaron, you think? So what you tell me, you thought they had him. Good throw. Okay, so all right. Always go with the experienced high school coach on things. So in E5, you're serving. You don't really care. You got the tying run on with nobody out. Weimar's getting somebody warmed up in the bullpen. As Sandoval faces Mason Becker, another very good hitter. Stretch from Sandoval, and that bounces in there. Breaking ball, another good stop by Kyle Peschel. The 1-0 is popped up by Becker. First base side. Can Weimar get 2? And they cannot. This wasn't in the air high enough for Pavlik or Peschel to get to it by the dugout. Trevor Brown is warming up for Weimar in case they need him. Mason Becker with a 1-1 count. Chase Wheaton, another dangerous hitter, is on deck. Matt Sandoval trying to save it here for Weimar. Has a runner at first and nobody out. Pitch to Becker. That's wide. Another save. Kyle Peschel has had a busy day behind the plate today. Stretch and pitch to Becker, low and outside for ball. Now 3-1. Kesher's going to go out and talk to Sandoval now. Try to settle things down. Zoke reaching on a low throw from first, or from third rather. That's the tying run. Winning run at the plate here in the bottom of the ninth, and a 1-0 Weimar lead. Jackrabbits trying to find a way to win. All right, Sandoval ready in the pitch. Swing and a foul out of play by Becker, and that'll fill up the count 3-2. And Sandoval has his sign, checks the runner. 3-2 to Becker. Fly ball down the left field side, long run. It's going to dive, and it lands foul. The ball, good effort by Weimar's shortstop, Cole Raspberry. Short hopped that thing as he was sliding into foul territory. That would have been a heck of a play if he'd have got there. Becker still has life, though. 3-2. Zoke at first. Sandoval ready to go. The stretch and pitch. Low for ball, and there's 2 off. An error and a walk. It put 2 on here for the Jackrabbits with nobody out, and Chase Wheaton at the plate. Another good hitter. Kyle Peschel out to talk to Sandoval. Got the cleanup man coming up. Do you dare let him bunt the runners over? Chase Oatman is on deck. He's struck out a couple of times today. Wheaton's got a hit and 3 trips. All right, Sandoval out of the stretch and the pitch into Wheaton. No indication to bunt. A low strike call there, and it's 0-1. Hinkie shaded towards second to keep Zoe close there. Now he's back to his spot. The pitch into Wheaton is a grounder into the hole. Base hit. Charging it. Here comes Zoke around third. The throw to the plate is right on target, and Zoke is out at the plate. And a perfect throw by Weimar's left fielder, Mark Ravelli, nails Coulter Zoke at home for the first out. But Weimar is not out of the thick of this yet because Becker goes first to third. Wheaton winds up at second base after the hit as Zoke thrown out at home. Well, that was a really good throw from left field by Mark Rivella. So Weimar's still in a pickup bind here, though, because they've got the tying and winning runs in scoring position with first base open here for Chase Oatman. Weimar's going to play the infield up with 1 out, still leading 1-0. Sandoval backs off. Could walk him here intentionally. I think Weimar's going to do that. They're going to walk him intentionally, it looks like. I don't think they have to pitch to him. Yep, they're going to intentional walk for Oatman, which makes sense for Weimar. That loads the bases so they get the force play at home with 1 out. Dakota Kaufman's coming to the plate. He is grounded out, singled, and walked. Tying run at third, winning run at second for Serbin here with 1 out in the bottom of the ninth. right, Weimar's backing up to go for 2 now up the middle. Corner infielders are close. That pitch is low for ball 1 to Kaufman. Sandoval in relief here in the 9th. All 4 batters have reached base against him so far. Stretching pitch, and there's a swing and a foul off the third base dugout, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. An error, a walk, a base hit, and on that base hit, Zoke thrown out at the plate by the left fielder, Mark Rubella. Now open, walked intentionally to load the bases. 1-1 pitch. There's a roller back to the mound. Sandoval comes home for 1 to play the first, double play, and the ball game is over. And the Vets go 1, 2, 3 to end it, and they win the Community League here 1-0 over the Serbin Jackrabbits. And the Jackrabbits had the bases loaded and 1 out, and a double play ball back to the mound, and that's how the game ends. And Weimar wins their championship for the first time since 2018. And Serbin's bid to win it back-to-back years, or 4 out of the last 5 seasons, is turned away here by the Vets in the bottom of the 9th in a great ball game. Weimar hangs on to win it 1-0. A 1, 2, 3 double play ends the game. And the Vets hang on to win it. And Serbin, remember, had the tying run thrown out at home plate in this inning early in the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And your final score, the Weimar Vets win the Community League Championship here in 2025, 1-0 over the Serbin Jackrabbits. And just a fantastic ball game. As the Vets are celebrating, they'll have a trophy presentation as Roland Zoke coming out with the trophy. And the Vets won the title in 2018. Serbin has more or less dominated the league since then. As Roland will put the trophy down at home plate, and there will be a little short ceremony here in the bottom of the inning. We'll end this game real quick. We'll hang on here just for a moment before we take a break as Bear Condi and the Weimar Vets win the championship in a terrific game, 1-0, and it lasted 2 hours and less than 25 minutes. Roland generally will say a couple of words. So Sandoval winds up getting a hard-earned save, pitching the bottom of the 9th. The first 5 batters reached base for Serbin, and they didn't score. The double play ball ended it. The winning pitcher is going to be Kyle Barish, and the loss will go to Wyatt Wick, who came in and pitched the 8th and 9th inning and gave up the 1 run in the bottom of the 8th, or the top of the 8th, rather, as Weimar continuing a rather subdued celebration right now, and they'll be making the trophy presentation as Roland Zoke heading to the plate with Weimar manager Bear Condi. I don't know, Roland's coming toward the backstop. I don't know if we'll be able to hear any of this. There's no microphone down there on the field. And Roland Zoke, more or less the commissioner or the president, whatever you want to call him, making some comments to the crowd here. But again, like I said, there's no microphone back there behind home plate. And a great game today, 1-0. You couldn't ask for anything better than that in a championship game. And Weimar managed to push that 1 run home in the 8th inning. Mark Revilla walked, and went first to third on a wild pitch, and then Kyle Pescia with a base hit got Revilla home, and that was the only run of the ball game. And the Vets put down a major threat in the bottom of the ninth. The first four batters reached base for Serbin in the bottom of the ninth. They had Zoke was thrown out at home plate from second on a base hit by Chase Wheaton, but Serbin still had second and third and one out. And a double play ball, and then they walked Oatman first to load the bases intentionally, and then the double play ball by Dakota Kaufman on a 1-2-3 double play, and that's how the game ends, and Weimar wins the championship. So just a great game, and remember, not that long ago, Serbin won the regular season matchup between these two by a score of 13-4, and the Vets win the league this year going with a 500 record. And Serbin taking that one loss, and that was this one today. And the Vets win the league as Roland Zoke presents the trophy to the Vets behind home plate, and they are going to celebrate their championship, winning 1-0. All right, we'll take a quick break, and I'll come back and wrap it up for you here from the Fairgrounds Ballpark here in LaGrange.
For over 70 years and 3 generations, Peschel Tree Service with Wayne Peschel, Kyle Peschel, and Carson Peschel has served the Belleville and surrounding area. They specialize in trees and only trees. They're insured, family operated, and of course locally owned. They do cutting, pruning, and removing. They have a bucket truck and a chipper, and they do stump grinding. Call 979-865-9647 or 979-885-8105. Peschel Tree Service, serving Belleville and the surrounding area, and they're happy to be a part of today's broadcast.
All right, welcome back. Let's give you the quick totals here before we wrap it up. Both teams had 4 hits today. The pitching was just great both ways. Final totals, here's the Vets winning 1-0. 1 run on 4 hits. They made 1 error and left 7 on base. For the Jackrabbits, they had no runs on 4 hits, no errors, leaving 6. And again, the winning run turned out to be in the top of the 8th inning. The RBI single by Kyle Peschel got Mark Revilla home, and that was it. And that was the only run of the ball game. And then Weimar put down a major league threat in the bottom of the ninth as Serbin had 4 straight base runners reach base. Zoke with a reaching on an error goes to second base on the Mason Becker walk, and then a base hit by Chase Wheaton. Zoke trying to score from second on the hit, and a perfect throw from Mark Revilla in left throws out Zoke at the plate for the first out. But Weimar still in a bind there. The Jackrabbits were set up with second and third and only 1 out. They walked Chase Oakman intentionally to load the bases to set up the force play, and they got the Dakota Kaufman ground ball back to the mound, the 1-2-3 double play, and that's the ball game, and Weimar picks up the win 1-0. Winning pitcher will be Kyle Barish, and Wyatt Wick will take the tough luck loss tonight as the Vets win the league championship. As far as I know, the second time they won it in 2018, and Serbin was looking to try to make it 2 in a row, comes up 1 run short here in the finals. Great ball game, and Weimar wins 1-0. 2 really good teams today. A lot of good guys on both of these teams, too, incidentally. I want to thank Colorado Valley Communications, Trailborg Sealing Solutions of Giddings, KenCom Insurance, Ewens and Ducicella Clinic, First National Bank of Giddings, Tri-County Realty, Cybro Door and Weather Strip Company, Outlaws Barbecue, Bear Cognac KC Insurance, Lee County Sheriff's Posse, Cavender Auto Country, Hillbank and Trust, and Peschel Tree Service. Thank all those folks for being a part of it. Thank you all for listening. Thanks to Mike Andrews, as always, back at our studio, and the guys here with the LaGrange Baseball Association. Don't have to do much here. Everything's ready for you when you get here. Did a great job putting this game on, and congratulations to the Vets, the 2025 Community League champion, with a tough, great game today, winning over Serbin 1-0. That'll do it from the Fairgrounds Ballpark. Mike Andrews, I'm Gary Dushek. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening.